starting the coffee with huge, massively huge chopsticks, using big chopstick energy and the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started. But first, Mexican coffee made in a French press. I was on a roll there with cowboy coffee. Let's see how the French press is, because I still have the cowboy coffee vibe. My French press does it, man. I'm telling you. My French press makes such great coffee. It's so different. It just really it extracts the flavor out of the bean. This is just way too exciting. Man, I love this. Well, I just might have a show where I just sit here and drink coffee. But you expect more than that. Happy Tuesday to you. What's happening here in the world today? Let's take a look. We're supposed to get snow here. It's supposed to start at 6 o'clock in the morning in about another hour. And then the winter storm warning is over at about 3 o'clock today. So as I'm looking outside, nothing has started yet. And it's going to be a wintry mix, which means slippery. Shouldn't common sense really be called uncommon sense? Because you don't see it very often. I've always said that outstanding, sharp, productive children is a good metric for success. How are someone's kids doing? I know there's always a rogue kid. There's always someone who's the trouble kid or the black sheep or whatever. The Tommy boy of the family. But generally speaking, and there's always exceptions to every rule, outstanding, sharp, productive children and adult children is a good metric that you did the right thing. Well, you better get used to the concept of UBI, Universal Basic Income, because it's coming soon to the United States, and guess who's paying for it? You and me. We're paying for it. UBI is the concept that everybody, regardless of what they contribute to the country, gets a basic income every month. Kind of like a Social Security check, so to speak. Like everybody gets $3,000 a month, no matter what. If you work and make more, now what I'm wondering is, now think about this, if you work and make more, will that $3,000 be less? Is it like unemployment, state unemployment compensation, where they ask, what are you currently making, and then adjust your UBI to that? Here's the problem I have with spreading the wealth around. Number one, it's communist and socialist at the same time. They're trying to even the score. That's what they're trying to do. If you took all the money in the world and distributed it evenly amongst all the people in the world, in 5 years, you're going to have poor people, you're going to have rich people, and then we're going to have to revisit the distribution plan again and saying, wait, well, it was unfair to give those smart people who knew what to do with their money, and these people here are discriminated against because they didn't know what to do with their money. Yeah. And then the people who are broke, that's going to be blamed on the rich, taking advantage of them. Yeah. And then you see another line of BS come out. And no, I'm not for UBI. No. No. No UBI. What do you think of UBI? Put your answer down below. I'd like to hear what you think. This show is for you. I'm interested in what you have to say. Let me drink my coffee. For some people that are new, many years ago, over 30 years ago, I auditioned for a commercial role just for the heck of it and got it. And I was like, ooh, that was too easy. And then I did it again and got it. And I'm like, wow, that was easy. The reality is this, is that you can roll the dice and think that someone else is going to make you famous or popular, but you are flawed in your thinking, which I was very flawed in my thinking. I was the spokesperson and face of many different companies. Again, people are thinking, my God, what didn't you do? I can tell you this, that I have had a magnificent life, packed to its fullest. If life is a orange or a lemon, and my job is to squeeze every drop of juice out of it, I did it. I did it. And I'm just getting started. But unlike many people who just get a job after college and then work that job till they retire and then live 6 years and die, I've done a lot of different things. Great profession that I'm revisiting. A great trade that has treated me well until this past year. And a little part-time gig using my natural talents in speaking and camera skills, and it's worked really well for me. But I was a face of many companies over the past 3 decades. It's a good part-time gig, but I say it's like playing darts in the dark. Like, you know that the dartboard is in that general direction, and you just kind of shoot the darts. You're throwing the darts in that direction. You don't really know if they're going to hit the target or not. And the reason why I say that is because someone else is in charge of you getting the job. You can prepare all you want, but if you remind them of the uncle that they hated, you're not getting the job. If they're attracted to you, you might get the job. If you suck, you might not get the job. If you nail it and someone else nails it, but the last time they chose someone who had gray hair, so they're going to choose the blonde hair person this time. You understand what I'm saying? There's too many variables that come in between you and success in the commercial acting world. And that was where that's where I came up with my phrase, wishing and hoping is not a strategy. You've heard me say that hundreds of times. You'd walk out of an audition with your fingers crossed. Fingers crossed is not a career strategy, and I did that for a long time. Hoping. Well, I said all that to say this. When my hair was black and my beard was black, it was hit or miss with different roles. When the hair and beard turned white, then all of a sudden I started getting phone calls, but for a different demographic. The phone started ringing for doctor, dentist, pharmacist, grandfather. And I've said I'm open for gigs, if at all possible, but now it's for dentures, adult diapers, erectile dysfunction, meds, and dementia drugs. And it's a good thing that I have other streams of income instead of just waiting for the phone to ring with my fingers crossed. Is it worth pursuing? Let me put it this way. For 30 years, I was a commercial actor and a commercial model. When people think model, they're thinking, the Calvin Klein underwear guy, or, you don't have to be particularly handsome or beautiful to be in commercial acting or modeling. That's fashion show kind of stuff. That's fashion model. The kind of stuff I did was lifestyle modeling, which was, I'm the guy next door mowing the lawn. I'm the guy driving the forklift. I'm the guy who is the clerk with the apron on behind the meat counter. That kind of modeling and acting. You could do it if you want. Are you in an area where they are producing commercials? Do you have agents, casting agents, and talent agents near you? It's something you could do. Do you have a particularly unique voice? I didn't say a good voice. Do you have a unique voice that no one else has? You have a cadence, you have a way of speaking that no one else has. Think about it. I said that because someone sent me a picture of me yesterday. I didn't see this. I'm guessing this might be on television right now, but they took a picture of me with headphones on from a commercial or print ad or something that they saw. And it was interesting. And digital is forever. So this could end up making me the headphone guy. Someone could discover it and make a meme out of it. Who knows? But I thought this was interesting. This came to me yesterday. Let me remind you of Exodus 1:12. The more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied, and the more they spread abroad, and the Egyptians were in dread of the people of Israel. Interesting. Interesting. I remember reading in the King James Version, it says, the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. Basic truth there that we can extract from that is that we grow through affliction and oppression. Just when you think it's the end, growth can happen through pressure, through heat, through persecution. So hang tough, hang in there if you're feeling persecuted, oppressed, if you're feeling that you're backed into a corner. You're growing. Choose to grow. Don't shrink and die. Grow. Here's one happy business owner. She was happy about the lockdowns. Mother who runs a sex doll business reveals that the lockdown increased sales. Okay, this is one of these companies where they have like these life-size silicone rubber sex dolls with all the holes, the various orifices of this doll are accurate, and the sales of these things went up. What are your thoughts about that? It's interesting, right? Some people will say, ooh, ugh. Oh, in the article, she also rents them out. How'd you like to be the guy that receives them back after a weekend of being rented out? You want to talk about PPE? I'd look like an astronaut if I had that job. My Lord. That's gross. I'm sorry, that's gross. But what causes that? What causes people to want to have sex with a doll, a life-size doll? What is that? What's going on there? Tell me about that. Men and women are doing it. It's not just men. Everyone's thinking, oh, it's a guy just wanting to... Guys will stick it in anything. One of the things that also sells is these male, anatomically correct male dolls. What's up with that? So that door is swinging in both directions. Front door and back door. Wasn't our Zeppelin song, I'm Your Backdoor Man? Something like that. But what causes that? Is it perversion? Or is it just people adapting to society? Is it bad? Is it good? You tell me. Put your answer down below. I'd like to see what your opinion about that is. Single women are destroyed by sex. Married women are enriched by it. Imagine that. My friend Michael Foster, I love what he says. He says, I have a high notch count. And of course, amongst the men's community, all these guys bragging about how many women that they've been with. And that's called a notch count. High notch count. Michael Foster says, I have a high notch count with the same woman. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Well, it is so cold in Philadelphia that instead of the finger, Philadelphians are giving each other the mitten. Right here. That just never gets old to me. Never. Just pick any cold city and it works. Well, I'm going to do something that I never do on the Daybreak Show, and that is a yabo. Y-A-B-O. You know what that means? Yet another box opening. So I got this box in the mail yesterday. Let me just finish the coffee and then I can do this here. Perfect. Take the Opinel number 8 knife. And it's a box that came yesterday. It is the Barber's Brew Grooming Company. Looks like since 2014. It's got a graphic of a dude with a beard. Excuse me. Special delivery shipped to Mr. George Bruno. Quality grooming goods. Wrapped with a string. This is something that's better done in the light, but packed well. I'm smelling something. There's a scent coming out. Ooh, an instruction card. That's cool. Wow, look at this. The Barber's Brew Grooming Company. Stimulates, it's a brush. Boar bristle brush stimulates hair follicles, promotes blood flow to roots and skin surface. Keep your hair and beard in control all day so you can continue being a great man. Oh, it's got a laser etched logo of a bearded dude on it. A boar bristle brush. Nice. I will try some of these products. The rest I will give away to one of you. This is a Bulgarian lavender beard oil. Okay, cool. Do you like lavender? What do we have here? This is West Indian lime. Oh, good. I like that. A beard oil. What is this? Little drawstring pouch. Amalfi Coast. So something Italian. Spiced pomelo. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And a 10. West Indian lime. Let me just see what this smells like. That's nice. It's white and not yellow, which is good for a white beard. And what do we have here? One last thing. Classic body powder, Italian bergamot. I do use powder, so that's cool. So it's a, and bergamot is a wonderful masculine smell. I really like that. And this company is called the Barber's Brew. So you want to check out their stuff. thebarbersbrew.com. Check them out. Thanks, guys. I will probably use this at the salon tomorrow, or no, Thursday. And some of it I will give away as well. Maybe do a drawing of people who subscribe to my email list. Well, since I already have, let's just say this. Make sure to subscribe to my email. Go to georgebruno.com, subscribe for my email list, which is going to be starting real soon. I was waiting till I get to a certain number. And in that drawing, I'm going to put this boar bristle brush. I'm keeping the powder for myself. I will pick one of these oils to go with it, and also the beard balm. So beard balm, beard oil, and a boar bristle brush, brand new, will come to you. I will do a drawing of the people who sign up for the email, and I will do a random drawing and just see who gets it, and I'll send it to you. I'll let you know. All right, excellent. Barber's Brew. Let me give the proper website, thebarbersbrew.com. Nice quality setup there. Thank you, guys. A couple last comments on sex. Modern dating is sterile sex. It produces nothing. Produces nothing. You have a living force within you, men, that you're wasting. It's meant to produce something. It's alive when you realize the power that you have within you to create life. But waste it. It's sterile. It's no good. It's not being a good steward of what you have. Item number 2, having sex with random women is like a farmer planting seeds randomly and then forgetting where he planted them and what for. And with that, finish your coffee like I did, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.